Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick here at StockMarketMentor.com. Look, I want to look at Netflix today. And, this stock, look at the weekly chart. This looks like a big, long top here to where the stock's about to tumble out of bed and start moving down. But it also looks like it could be a long base, a high base where the stock moves up and through. So what do we do? Well, we're not going to know whether either one of these things is going to occur for quite a while. We have to watch and wait for this type of thing. But it doesn't mean that you can't trade the stock. Instead, you look at the daily chart and say, okay, well, I get this. The stock was in a squeeze here. It fell out of the squeeze instead of moving higher. Okay, too bad, so sad. And then the stock drifted lower, finally got crushed down here. Now it's back to test this low. So do we short this stock? No. The stock's printed a higher low here, and relative to the lower Bollinger Band, it's printed a higher relative low, because you see the price here was just barely outside the lower Bollinger Band. Here, the price was well outside the lower Bollinger Band. So from a price action standpoint, the stock now is back to this, roughly this level here, but it's actually higher. Okay, so I would say, and you can make this trade with options. I would say that your upside price target for this, wait a minute, that your support for this is probably around 340, probably about there, because that's where the bottom was, roughly, something like that. So you can be trading this stock, and then you look and see what your and this was that Trading Journal suggestion that I gave you in last night's video. If you haven't watched it, please do so. You'll find it very helpful and it'll make you money. But you're looking at price targets here, so I would say that this was support, so it's broken through. So I would look for Netflix, if it does continue to bounce, to start struggling here. Okay, so that's about roughly, I'd say, 20 points from where it is now. On a $350 stock, 20 points isn't a lot, but you can buy some options on this if you want, longer term options that give the stock a chance to rally up here. So that's one trade that you can make on Netflix, or you can sell some puts on it, sell some out of the money puts, and that will make money too if Netflix does hold to this higher low. In other words, if it doesn't just continue to drift down. So either one of those strategies, I think, will work for you. So anyway, that's it here. But again, the stock is ultimately, it looks like it's going lower. Lower highs, lower lows until now. But this is still the resistance line, so any way you slice it, it's right around there. But you got a couple of short-term trading ideas for Netflix. Hope that helps.